What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jason, the blogging rapper here. And if you saw the last video, yes. If you haven't, go ahead and see it. We watched together the two. DC Comics and Warner Brothers, they're just dropping everything today. It's August 22nd. Right now, it's 11:46 at night. And just an hour or two ago, they started releasing all of these things out of nowhere. Yeah, in the last video we looked at the Batman movie trailer, the first trailer for the Batman with Robert Pattinson. You can see my thoughts there, or you can hear my thoughts there. And the second one was Batman Gotham Knights, which is going to give it's a video game for those who don't know, and it's going to give the Avengers video game a serious run for their money. And I'm just saying that because I'm more of a Batman fan than I am an Avengers fan. Now, I love the Avengers. I'm both Marvel and DC. I don't pick sides. I don't pick sides, really, but I favor Batman and the whole ethos of Batman. I favor that a lot more. Just how I am. So I figured we were done with the two trailers, and then I noticed Wonder Woman 1984. I'm like, we've seen that already. And apparently there's a new one, as you can see here. And as you see here, Justice League Snyder Cut. So we'll take a look at that as well. I'm excited to see the Justice League Snyder Cut as well. So first up, Wonder Woman 1984. Let's take a look. I have not, just for those who don't know, I have not seen this yet. First time. Let's check it out.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do. Your time will come, Diana. And everything will be different.
Ride in a lightning bolt.
Citizens of the world, I'm here to change your life. Anything you want, anything you dream of, you can have it.
You look like you saw a ghost. Diana, look at you. It's like not one day has passed.
I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be an apex predator. You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn.
Oh, let me see. Are they going to show her?
Get used to it.
Is that her costume? Is that it?
I've never been one for rules. The answer is always more.
I love Gal Gadot.
The way I fly, they will never find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Oh.
Barbara, what did you do?
This is a legitimate reaction. I have not seen this yet.
I'm so keen on this one. I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute now?
I gotta see that cheetah costume. Okay, I was seriously wondering what were they gonna do with Cheetah, because she's a big part of the comics, but when you transition certain comic elements into theater, into the movies, it doesn't come out well. It just doesn't. What is this? Okay. It just doesn't, so that's why directors, they take these creative liberties, and it's kind of a gamble. So you don't know if it's going to work well or not. That's why, think about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, right? You got the Goblin, or the Green Goblin, and they originally had sketches to make him look more faithful to the comics with like the whole real looking goblin feel. But they felt like that wouldn't transition well. Like they couldn't make it look good enough from the theaters, especially, technology was great back then, but not as good as it is now. So they went with the more Power Ranger-ish look to the Green Goblin, which didn't really work so well. But I mean, they're always taking creative liberties because you really can't tell. Some things, like for instance, another case is Wolverine. They had the best actor, Hugh Jackman, as the Wolverine. Greatest person they could probably get to play the role. Not once did he ever wear the traditional Wolverine costume, except for that one time they alluded to the costume at the end of, I think it was the Wolverine, when at the very end, at a post-credit screen, he's in an airplane, he opens the case up, and you see the old school mask and the gloves and everything. But he never wore it. He never officially wore it because, would the yellow and black look good or would it look, too corny? Hugh Jackman is someone who deserves to be treated with respect, taken seriously. So they never went with that, which I'm a little sore about, but I get it and it makes sense. So fast forward, Cheetah. And obviously, if you know the comics, she's a big part of, the Wonder Woman story. She's one of her main villains. The thing is, they throughout the years, they've done a few different things with her. And so when it came to, when it's coming to this movie, I was over here thinking, where is it? Let's get right to what I was thinking. Yeah, right around here. Okay. You see, she's already attacking Wonder Woman. I don't know. Now, Wonder Woman can hold her own against Superman. So, I personally never understood what kind of threat the Cheetah possessed to, Wonder Woman, except for having an emotional connection because she was once a friend, which in some versions of the comic book, she was a friend previously who felt betrayed and all that. So, Cheetah, she's got this vendetta against her. Now, here, we don't know too much, but like this, her diving at, like screwdrive, dive, whatever you call it, right at Wonder Woman. This is Wonder Woman. So, anyway, my point is that here she's got like this cheetah spotted, outfit here. It's like, normal wear, basically. Little spikes here and whatnot. So I seriously thought that this was going to be her outfit. This was going to be, what she looked like throughout the whole movie. Yeah. And then this, oh my gosh. So yeah, this is what I thought it was going to be. And this, with the tail and everything.
Barbara, what did you do?
Everything. And then Wonder Woman has that.
You're not so keen on this one.
Oh my gosh. I have to look at this again. I mean, clearly it's CGI. So to be honest, I don't know how much of this... Well, I take that back. Okay, there we go. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know how much... I kind of feel like this is in the third act. Like, she's going to be in the leopard-spotted or cheetah-spotted, fur coat and the pants and the heels and all that. I think she's going to have that through the duration of the movie. That's just how I feel like it's going to be. It's kind of what is common. And then they put all their money on this incredible CGI, look of Cheetah in the third act. The big fight. Because you see, she's like, what did you do to yourself? This is not going to happen in the second half. This the second part of the climax, the second act. I can't talk. this is not going to happen in the second act. This is going to be like the climax. Everything is coming to an end. Like, this is the big battle. She sees her for the first time, you know, transformed, mutated. She's in shock. They go into this big battle against each other. And so from this point on, I mean, this is the third act. This is not going to be the first or second. So just by the progression of the trailer and how many times we've already seen her in the, you know, regular outfit, that's how I feel it's going to go down. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Now, I was going to backtrack on that and say, never mind, because, you know, there's, like, for instance, in Justice League, Cyborg is all CGI except for, you know, his face and whatnot. And he was like that throughout the entire movie. So I'm just thinking, you know, it's possible they could do this, but you see how the sky's already dark, right? The sky's already dark, which indicates this is the eve of the big battle. And the shock in her when she says, what have you done? And, you know, she's got, Wonder Woman has this, I forget what you call it, but it's in the comics too. And she has this costume on, which is like, she won't wear this until the third act, until the big battle. This is like the thing, saving all your best for last, right? So Wonder Woman's got this costume on. Cheetah's got her CGI on. And the big battle, dark skies and everything. This is the third act, people. And to be honest, it looks freaking amazing. So, you saw the real reaction. That was totally legitimate. I had not seen this at all. So let's just be respectful and watch the last minute again, and then we'll move on to the Snyder Cut Justice League. I gotta see this too. So, Barbara.
What did you do?
Boom. Why does she need wings anyway? She can fly.
You know, I'm not so keen on this one. I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute now?
Okay. Whew. That's awesome. That's incredible. All right, let's move on. Justice League, the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut is real, and it...
Wait. Are they going to actually play the Snyder Cut trailer? This is the breakdown. All right, I want to see the actual trailer. Breakdown. Snyder Cut, DC Fandom Panel. Official trailer. Okay, here we go. This is 6 hours ago. All right. Well, this probably kicked off all the other reveals. And look, you can see Darkseid. Woo. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And for those who don't know, okay. Here's a little tip. I know that we all got our streaming services from Netflix to Hulu to all this and that. You probably got Disney Plus. I mean, that's a must-have for pretty much any moviegoer. But you know, HBO Max, who wants that? This is a really good reason to pick it up. And if you want to save money, I don't know if you guys, you know, like if you watch live TV, I have AT&T TV Now, which used to be DirecTV Now. And AT&T TV Now has a deal with HBO Max to where HBO Max is free. It's included. I've had AT&T TV Now for a while now, so about 2 years. So this is awesome. I get to see it for free, essentially. So if you have AT&T TV Now, you automatically get HBO Max for free. Just download the app and sign in with your AT&T TV Now credentials. If you don't, if you are using some other live TV streaming service, or if you have DirecTV or one of those traditional satellite services, you can switch to AT&T TV Now and get this app. So, a little tidbit for you. All right, let's check it out. What? What? The black suit. Okay, the mother. That's the mother. Or Iris West. Iris West. That's Iris West. Yeah, Iris West. Come on.
It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I didn't come to fool you.
That song is tripping me up, for real. Okay, Steppenwolf. The Lord of Song. He dies! What the heck? Steppenwolf looks even better here. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck?
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Oh my goodness. Oh, where do I begin? Where do I can't even. Okay, look. You've seen the Justice League, I'm sure. The Justice League was met with meh reception across the board. If you didn't know the behind the scenes to it, production-wise, why do I always forget things? But I'm going to call him Mr. Snyder. Somewhere in production, his teenage daughter, had passed away. And he needed to hand off production. I don't know if he decided to hand off production or it was kind of forced for him to take some family time. I'm pretty sure he, did it willingly. But he needed to take some family time to grieve and mourn. And the rest of the project was handed to Joss Whedon, who is one of the main directors for the Avengers movies. Now, we know that the Avengers movies do really well, but the difference between the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Extended Universe, or I think that's what it's called, is that the Marvel Cinematic Universe can be lighter in tone. It can be a little more campy than what DC has pretty much always done, and until recently, because we know that they definitely try to be a little campy with Aquaman. Certain scenes when I was hearing like some kind of cartoony background music, when Aquaman and what's her name were fighting each other. And then Shazam, which also was a bit lighter in tone as well. So they're definitely trying things, and they're definitely trying to find their voice, trying to be experimental. But when you have something like Batman v Superman, and then immediately after, that actually came after Man of Steel, which Man of Steel was dark in tone. Batman v Superman, dark in tone. And then right after it came Justice League. Justice League was a mix, and you could definitely tell there was differences in production value. Like, the whole tone kept switching back and forth in certain areas. And so you can tell which areas was Snyder and which areas was Whedon. and it just did not make for a cohesive film. I enjoyed it anyway just because it's Justice League, but a lot of people were disappointed, including the actors, and that's why, I mean, you had Ben Affleck, who was really disappointed by the results of the Justice League movie, and then production issues with the Batman. He pretty much pulled away entirely until just recently when he had some creative control over the Flash movie and agreed to come back. At least for the Flash movie. Hopefully he'll stay. I guess it all depends on how the Batman with Robert Pattinson does. But anyway, and then, of course, Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, he was supposed to be out the door as well. And it all started with, you know, it was too much. He was playing a role in a James Bond movie, and then it was conflicting with this. Kind of got rubbed the wrong way, decided to back out as well. So the two main characters in the DC Extended Universe, gone. And it all came from the Justice League movie. This is what killed it. This is what discouraged the two main characters from returning. Because the other movies weren't, phenomenal hits. You got Suicide Squad, that wasn't a phenomenal hit, but, Ben Affleck stayed anyway. You got, Batman v Superman wasn't a phenomenal hit. Man of Steel wasn't a phenomenal hit. So, but they were still pushing through because they were saying how committed they were. But once Justice League came, it was kind of like the nail in the coffin. Like, this was, all the other ones were cool. This was the disappointment. Because of all the production issues, the scheduling, everything. It just kind of, it was like they were trying to make the perfect movie, but it just came at the wrong time because of everything that came out. So, that being said, the Snyder Cut, after watching this trailer, I can see why Ben Affleck was so disappointed, because he's a director. Ben Affleck is a legitimate director, and he directs some great movies. And so I'm assuming seeing this kind of really just, hurt his pride as like, man, I take ownership in this, and this is what came out. When I know all the material that's being cut, dude, after seeing this, I get it. First of all, Darkseid. That's what we were waiting for, was Darkseid. And he looks great. Now, I'll say this too. Hallelujah, as the song here, and the way that this guy sings it.
There was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased.
I love this. This is.
But you don't really.
Okay, Justice League. I don't really get. This must be a future scene because, the Justice League was just forming, right? You got the Trident and everything. You got this huge alien invasion, which didn't really happen in the first movie. You got some of it, but I think this is more of a wide-scale, massive invasion. And also, what I just showed you falls in line with Batman v Superman when the Flash appeared before Bruce Wayne to warn him about the future. So I think this is, they kind of cut that out of of the Justice League. You didn't see the future scenes at all. That was all got rid of. I think the Snyder Cut puts it back in, so it makes it more relevant. It ties the two movies together better. And all these extra scenes. You didn't see this in the Justice League movie. Oh, I guess. Composing. I mean, we've seen this, but let's skip ahead. Yes, and we didn't see, like, with Cyborg, he alluded to being a sports player, being in the game. There was a scene where in Batman v Superman where these two cops were watching a football game, and supposedly he was in it playing, but you don't see him playing. Here you do. and the black suit Superman. If you were going to, we all thought the same thing. Batman v Superman rushed too many elements into one movie too quickly. You didn't need to have Wonder Woman in there. Heck, it was originally supposed to be a Man of Steel sequel. Batman wasn't even supposed to be in it. But okay, they threw Batman in there. Wow, this is awesome. We get to see it. Wonder Woman wasn't necessary. The Justice League wasn't necessary to be mentioned. But okay, they brought him in. They mentioned them. But then you brought in Doomsday. And first of all, Doomsday isn't the alien like he was supposed to be. He's a mix of, of a dead General Zod and Lex Luthor, who Lex Luthor isn't even really Lex Luthor. He's the son of Lex Luthor, also known Lex Luthor. And is much different than what we, know him from the comics. Anyway, so they brought in Doomsday, rushing in too much in one movie. And so in the Justice League, we all knew that Superman was coming back. The one thing we expected, if you were going to do all that, you had to bring him back in the black suit. Come on, you have to. That's not what they did in the release of Justice League. But now we got it. This is going to be incredible. And I think that's his mom. I could be wrong. Because we do know that Flash is going to have his own movie called Flashpoint, which is basically he goes back in time to try to save his mother from being killed. And it messes up the timeline. So I feel like maybe this is what he's trying to do. I mean, this could be any woman. But I have a feeling like the significance of them showing this is to say that this is his mom. And then we got Iris West, his girlfriend. I don't think... Yeah. That is Iris West. Awesome. I mean, I was a big fan of the Flash TV series. I haven't been watching it lately. But I loved who they got for Iris West. And this is close. This is like, yes, bring it close to the TV. Because for those who don't know, I mean, black, white, whatever. But, in the comics, there's always multiple versions of the same story, indicating that there's multiple universes. So in some versions, Iris is white. In some versions, Kid Flash is white. In some versions, Iris and Kid Flash are black. So, sorry, it's my dog. So anyway, I like this version. This is dope. Keep it coming. And what is this? This looks like Cyborg. Yeah, Cyborg.
Wasn't much. I couldn't feel. So I
Okay.
tried to touch. I've told the truth.
Yeah, let's move on. Some stuff here. And Steppenwolf looks better in that one scene. I can't... No. And this would have been nice to have known that he died, because if they continue the story and all of a sudden Silas Stone is not in the film anymore and they don't really explain or whatever, it's like, well, what happened? Did he die? When did he die? We didn't see that in Justice League. At least I don't think we did. No, we didn't see that. But here he did. And he looks dope here. See, this is... Oh, my gosh. So what I think... Okay, backtrack the Silas Stone part. Silas Stone, he shows up, later in the film when the Justice League saves him. I think what's going to happen here is in the Snyder Cut, many scenes were changed around, I think. So I don't think that scene where the Justice League comes and then he saves Silas Stone and the other people... I don't think Silas Stone is going to be there. I think he's already going to be dead, because it looks like once the mother box was set off, that's what he disappears. So, and then So I'm thinking like some scenes are just going to be completely redone, moved around. This here is what we saw in Batman v Superman. This is what Steppenwolf looked like originally with his armor or whatever. And then he looked totally different when he came out in Justice League. So it's nice to see that they're bringing this back. So again, it makes another connection to Batman v Superman. And then he starts looking pretty menacing right off the bat. Yeah, see, who was that? Black Suit Superman? Hold on. Oh no, that's not. That is Black Suit Superman. Wait a minute. So at what point is he wearing his blue regular costume? Because they don't even fight Steppenwolf until the climax, the third act, basically. And Steppenwolf is in his armor, not his, what we saw in the other movie. So this is confusing. Unless they have more than one fight scene together, but they don't even resurrect Superman till, halfway through the movie. So I'm confused. But hey, it's nice to see him in that black suit. I was so fanboying for this. Fanboying, whatever. I was so, oh my gosh. This has to be, I'm pretty sure this is, University. This is Cyborg, but he doesn't really look like Cyborg. Interesting. But it looks like he's controlling all these missiles, which makes sense because Cyborg can interact with machines, even missile-guided missiles, whatever. So maybe that's what's going on. That's what it looks like. Wait. Okay, never mind. Black suit. Superman is still in his black suit. So I'm guessing in this.
Probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
I'm assuming that Superman has his black suit the entire time. That's what it looks like. Because if they follow at least a similar flow from what we currently have as the Justice League movie, again, Superman doesn't get revived till halfway through the movie. So there's not much afterwards for him to wear the black suit for a battle, for that scene that looks like the end. And then come back in his regular uniform, unless it's at the very end. But, golly. Yeah, look. Black suit. You can see the red in the flash, all right? You can see, it's monochromatic for the most part, but you can still tell the colors. You can tell this is black. This isn't blue. And then you see the cape in the back. That doesn't look red. It's almost as if we're going to get a completely new version. These scenes likely were already created and they just needed to touch them up and stuff. But for all of us, it's going to be like we're seeing a brand new, like totally new version of Justice League. So guys, forget what you saw. Forget that. And get ready for the definitive version of the Justice League movie. I am excited. And I get that this is an HBO Max exclusive right now, but they better come out with a Blu-ray, because I have a collection of Blu-rays of all the DC and Marvel movies, and this has to be on my list. I have to get this in Blu-ray. So, big day, guys. The Batman Gotham Knights, Wonder Woman 1984, and Justice League, the Snyder Cut. Such a good day. Anyway, what are your thoughts? How do you feel about all this? Woo. 4 in one day. 4. Man. Unbelievable. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all next time. It's Jason the Blogging Rapper. Much love. God bless. Have a good night. Peace.